Hey everyone, welcome back to Stars and Stories channel. Today I want to share a story with you, a story about failure. Yes, failure. It's not something we often talk about, but it's something we all experience. And honestly, it's one of the most powerful teachers in life. So, grab a cup of coffee, get comfortable, and let me take you back to a time when I failed miserably and how it changed me for the better. It was a few years ago and I was working on a project that I was so excited about. I had poured my heart and soul into it, countless hours of planning, late nights and sacrifices. I was convinced it was going to be a huge success. I mean, I had everything figured out, or so I thought. Looking back, I realize how naive I was. I didn't prepare for the possibility of failure. I didn't even consider it. I was so focused on the end goal that I ignored all the warning signs along the way. And then, it happened. The project failed. Completely. It was like watching a house of cards collapse in slow motion. I remember the moment it all came crashing down. I felt this heavy weight in my chest, like I couldn't breathe. I was embarrassed, disappointed, and honestly, a little lost. I kept asking myself, how did this happen? What did I do wrong? And for a while, I couldn't find the answers. I just felt stuck. But here's the thing about failure. It doesn't define you. It's what you do after that matters. And for me, that meant taking a step back and really reflecting on what went wrong. I started asking myself tough questions. Did I prepare enough? Did I listen to feedback? Was I too stubborn to adapt? And slowly, the answers started to come. One of the biggest lessons I learned was the importance of humility. I realized that I didn't have all the answers, and that's okay. Failure taught me to ask for help, to listen to others, and to be open to new ideas. It also taught me resilience. Getting back up after a fall isn't easy, but it's necessary if you want to grow. Another thing I learned is that failure is not the end. It's just a detour. That project I worked on, it didn't turn out the way I wanted, but it led me to new opportunities I never would have considered otherwise. Sometimes life has a way of redirecting us to where we're meant to be, even if it doesn't feel like it at the time. Now, I'm not saying failure doesn't hurt. It does. It can be painful, frustrating, and even humiliating. But it's also a chance to learn, to grow, and to become stronger. And that's what I want you to take away from this story. If you're going through a tough time right now, if you've failed at something, know that you're not alone. And more importantly, know that this is just one chapter in your story, not the whole book. So, the next time you face failure, I want you to remember this. It's not about how hard you fall, but how you rise. Take the lessons, embrace the growth, and keep moving forward. Because every failure is just a stepping stone to something greater. Thank you so much for listening to my story. If you've ever experienced failure and learned something from it, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories like this. Until next time, keep going, keep growing, and remember, you've got this.